Heyo, Ben here, and welcome back to Minecraft. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not dead. And that I'm actually gonna be making videos. So yeah, I decided I wanted to do a bit of kind of like a lore series, considering that I've been watching too much Game of Thrones and anticipation of season 6 coming up. Yes, I actually got my ass around to watching the series. So anyway, I'm gonna have a little thing, competition. Each of my subscribers, if you comment and are a subscriber at least that I can see, I'm gonna go ahead and build you a castle / seat. In whichever region of the world you want, well, on the continent, on the spawn continent, or the Mesa Island, or that small, or one of the islands in that ocean to the both negative directions, basically. But nothing beyond basically 4500x, so we're not going too far out. And I'll go ahead and put the seed in the description of the video, so that way you can choose it. And all that you have to do in your comment is list what your house name is, what your what name you would take, like give yourself a name. You can do some stylized version of whatever your actual name is, or just use your real name like I will. But your house name, which can be taken from whatever you want. What your sigil would be. Make sure that it's able to be made on a Minecraft banner. And if you want, go ahead and provide descriptions for how you want to make that banner. Let's go ahead and actually get myself, I believe it's considered decoration. Yeah, exactly. It's considered a decoration. And I'm going to move this as soon as I make my banner, which I'm actually going to put into my inventory somewhere. Okay, so let's get, I believe banners are considered decorations. Yeah, so let's go with, I don't want a blue banner, because that's going to ruin it. Okay, now I need to get to materials. Not lime green dye, I want this green dye. I'm going to need actually bricks. Let's go back to materials, and I'm going to want, I guess, cocoa beans. I guess it's 3, right? Because I remember there was a way. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, so that's my banner. And anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start this castle, and I'm going to try and do the episodes kind of like, I don't know, I'm just going to start them and we'll see how it goes from there. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start. And yeah, I don't know how far I'm going to get exactly, and I'm going to do some stuff off camera. I'm just going to do the basic start here. I just want to get rid of some of the trees. I'm not entirely sure. Did I really just throw my workbench? I may have lost my workbench. Whatever. But basically, I try and make this as creative as possible. If you want to go into more details about your house, please. It'll give me something to talk about. In my videos when I start actually building your castles. And you can even say like what type of style it will be. Like, and don't make the idea too huge, because I'm not going to make it if it's like insanely huge. And for some of them I'm going to build towns around them. And I'm also doing this on large biomes, so because I feel that gives me a little bit more room to work with regards to actually building these things. Oh. And the other reason why I'm going to do some work off camera is because just frame rate. My computer still sucks ass. Next week, and I'm going to be trying to upload more videos now as I'm finding time, because I'm working a little bit less. My classes don't require too much work except for calculus, and I'm basically done with transfer applications. And next semester I for sure will have a lot more time. Now, I'm not going to be making any videos during spring break. And that's because I'm going to be on vacation, like an actual vacation. Or I can just do nothing. And I'm not actually doing nothing when I'm going to be on vacation. There's something very specific I'm going to be doing. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clear a lot of these trees. And I'll see you back when I actually do get rid of them. And I'm back. Okay, so I cleared the top of this hill. I don't think I'm going to clear too much more. I'm going to leave a lot of this. I'm going to leave a lot of this extra forest because I really like it. And plus, you can't have a house forester without it being in a forest. Anyway, so and you really should name your castle. Or your seat of power, because it may not always be a complete castle. And I'm actually going to get rid of these puppies. But I want to get rid of this. Yeah, I guess I will. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put a lot of the town that goes with it on this little area over here. But this hill is going to be where the bulk of the castle is. And there's going to be a little... I thought I had gotten these two. Okay. But there's going to be something really cool over here for a lot of people to look at, which... When I say it's going to be kind of cool to look at and cool is because I think it'll be awesome. And also, I'm putting it in here because I want to. Now, of course, what I'm going to be putting here, I'll keep it a surprise at least until I start it. And I think I'm going to start with the keep in this episode. The keep / hall area, and the name of the castle that is going to be quite appropriately, considering it's the house, the family that I'm using. The family, it's Foresters, right? House Forester. So it's appropriately named Forest Hall. And of course I'm going to create a lore around this because if you're going to do all this and put it, you have to have some lore behind it, right? And then of course the lore is the Foresters have been here for a long ass time. I'm not going to make them like kings of the entire island, but they are going to be the kings of the forests and meadows. But they go by Lord of the Forest because, yeah. Let's get a grass block here. There we go. So of course the castle I'm going to build here is going to have a lot of wood in it. It's going to have a lot of stone. Debating whether or not I want to put like a watchtower out here or something. But this wooded area right here, I'm going to encircle it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go all the way out to here. But I'm going to encircle this small section of woods here. And of course I'm going to close this up. This is going to be like and this is going to be, I'm going to call it the grotto. Because, yeah. And most castles that are in the forests and meadows are going to have a grotto. That's kind of a rule unless... So if you ask your castle to be here, just know that they're in the forests and meadows. Just know that, and don't ask for it to be put on this island here. But just know that it's going to trying to think of the best word for it, but just know that it's not going to happen, because this island is kind of like, it's not large, but it's large. It's the immediate holdings of the Foresters. Off the island, sure, go ahead, but not on this like island point thing. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start selecting materials. Now, I don't want to use like, I don't want to be bland with my material choices, but I really like dark oak, regular oak, granite, andesite. I'm not actually going to use any polished stuff. Cobble slab, stairs. I want both wall types, and I guess I should also grab some mossy cobble. I just want to do a quick test. I mean, I know how to make this banner. Okay, yep, I can. But see, and I'll just post that, and see, that's the sigil of House Forester. A tree natural on white. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the keep here. I think I want to frame it. Oh yeah, and yeah, let's use cobble. Because, like I said, okay, so I'm still trying to work out the exact details. Okay, so I'm gonna put like a tower here. Don't want it too big though, that's the thing. And not only that, but that's not even where I wanted it. Huh. And I'm just going to use cobble right now to mark it out, and I'll start using other materials when I figure out exactly where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to put the extreme outer corner here. Oops. Okay, so 3 slash times 7 day. There we go. Okay. Then 1 here. Well, I guess it can get bigger up at the very top, so yeah, I can do that. That's great to know that I can find pleasure in comments like that. This would kind of be like the where the chambers are, the Lord's chambers, so to speak. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be talking about why some of the things I do when I'm building. And when I say when I'm building, I mean little practices I do when I'm building, such as, notice I'm filling those in. That's so that it actually looks like it goes to the ground and maybe even below. Okay? So I think there's going to be a small hallway here. Let's actually bump that hallway out. And this will, let's actually mark it as such, that way. Yeah, ooh, that actually looks nice, like a good shape for that. Okay. And this is just so I know which part's which. I'm going to go ahead and do that just so I know that that's where that is. Okay, and then I'm going to put the hall here so it looks over the forest, the Great Hall. Let's bring this up one more. Let's put that there before I actually mark out the Great Hall. Which I think I'm going to do with granite, as I think the Great Hall is kind of like... Let me put it this way. It would be the tower house was constructed first. Like, this would be the tower house with a gate and all that. And then the Great Hall was added. Yeah, 3, and then I'll... Oops. And then I'll... But it can't extend too far, so... Those won't exist. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5... Yeah, I think that'll be far enough. Because technically, and I'm just doing this to mark. Yeah, okay. And I'll adjust things eventually as I find that I need to. Yeah, I think this would be good enough. And this is just kind of initial layout. And of course I will tweak things as they change. So yeah, oh, that actually looks nice. Like, this will be like the audience chamber. There'll be a huge window out there, so that and of course both will get stunning views. The audience will get an amazing view of the sea. Foresters, the king will get an amazing view of the forest. Okay, and I want to change this up. Okay, so the entrance would be about here. 3. Let's make it 3. Let's keep this at the same level. I think I almost want to make this part outdoors. Like, have sloping roofs here. Because this is where the main part of the castle is going to be. Like, where your smiths and your training yards are going to be and all that stuff. So I'm going to have it somewhat widen out here. And this will be like in a grand entranceway with like... a gatehouse almost. because this will have like, this will be like where the inner gate is, and there won't be an outer wall here because it's actually perched up on a hill, on a fairly steep hill here, and basically a cliff here. I may put like, and plus it'll be very well defended from here because there will be a tower here, and there will be towers all along this. I think I want to extend it just a tiny bit more, I guess. Yeah. I think here's good. Let me count this off. Let's see. So this will be its own thing, and then let's just do, let's do it 3 blocks. And this is just to mark, this will probably change in the final version. Like, I won't be using andesite columns, maybe using something else. Now I may try and do it like almost a Japanese style castle later at some point. Yeah, okay, that's a good number. And like I said, I'm going to probably change this into something else instead of the andesite columns. Now that actually looks, that looks like a good like keep. Like, and there will probably be, and like I said, there will be a gate here, and this will be fairly defendable because, like I said, it's basically a sheer cliff. I like the building materials, like the contrast to color. Like, that'll be cobble showing that it's incredibly old. This will be granite showing that there's some contrast and all this stuff. And this is designed to actually look nice. And this will have mossy sprinkled in to show that it really is old. And it'll be framed by the cobble walls. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put these, but I think like crevices like that. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to use polished granite because I just don't like, I may use some, but I'm not going to use tremendous amounts, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's some good progress for an episode. So, again, in the comments, if you're a subscriber, go ahead and comment and basically say what your house name is, the coordinates of your castle, the approximate coordinates of your castle or your hall or whatever. And anything unique about the castle. Don't say things like it's the largest or whatever, because then I definitely won't make it the largest. I'll make it tiny. But unique things like the number of the specific number of towers it has, or the fact that it's only made up of towers of varying heights, or something crazy like that. Or the only castle in the forests and meadows, which, when I say the area that my castle's in, it's at about 2,500. Negative 2,500, positive 303 on the map. And that forests and plains area in that area is what I consider the forests and meadows area. So or that it's the only one in the Forest and Meadows that doesn't have a grotto in its castle because its inhabitants don't follow the you get it, things like that. And I'll go into more depth on this specific house, but anyway, and if you want, go ahead and list if it has a weapon that passed down from generation to generation. And if it sounds like I'm basically borrowing heavily from Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, it's because I am. I do not deny that, and I don't take any shame in that. Anyway, peace out, guys.